Alright, back again, Luke here. And today we've got out the old PC Engine Core Graphics 2, and I figured we could put in this game here, Neutopia. So, let's pop this in and play some of that. Now, this is a fantastic, wonderful adventure game here for the old PC Engine. This is basically The Legend of Zelda for the PC Engine. Now, for those of you out there who love Zelda games, you will instantly fall in love with this one here. We'll let the music flow through and see the intro here. It's quite short. Now, at the beginning here, you can choose between start or continue. You can continue where you last left off, as long as you can find a save spot, and there are usually save spots before dungeons. If not, you'll have to start off at the beginning again, but we'll just start off the game here, and you'll notice the power of the system. And here's our intro. Now, one thing to kind of notice right off the bat, look at the way that the setup of this dungeon or this area is, and especially take a look at the water. Now, the ripples in the water here, this is something that the Super Nintendo pulled off, but this is on the PC Engine. Now, the reason why I say that this is just like Zelda is because there is no doubt about it, it is basically a mixture between the original Legend of Zelda and A Link to the Past. The way that the game plays, everything about the storyline, etc. In this first part here, you have to find 8 medallions throughout the game here in order to beat it. The dungeons are set up in the original Zelda manner, and they look exactly like it, whereas the Overworld is kind of like the Link to the Past, as well as these small areas where you can go in and talk to people. You'll notice in the upper left-hand corner, you'll have button 1 and 2, those to hold your items, as well as your life at the very top. See if we can straighten this out just a little bit more here. And as far as your weapon goes, by pressing button number 1 here, you can launch out your sword and attack enemies. We'll go outside and do a bit of some killing, hopefully get a chance to go inside a dungeon and take a look at that as well. The music in this game is also quite awesome. We'll go down the stairs here, talk to a couple of people. You'll find that in most of these small caverns or downstairs that people will either give you hints about the game, or they'll tell you about some items, they'll give you some extra health, etc. There's all sorts of goodies down here. So, see here, we've got our save book. Now, once again, when you go into a dungeon, usually just before the dungeon, there's a place to save it. If not, it'll bring you all the way to the back of the beginning of the game here. And it'll take some of your gold when you do that. But for those of you out there who have never played this game or never had a chance to play this game and are avid Zelda fans, you'll fall in love with it instantly. It's one of those games that I fell in love with the first time when I played it. And it's still a great game to go back and play. Got ourselves some bombs. And some medicine here. And if we hit our start button, you can take a look at our menu. Just set up exactly like Zelda as well. You can put one of these on button 2. Right now we'll just leave it blank. But the level design, the music, everything really drags you into this game, and this is one of those games where it's hard to put down. Once you get into it, you just want to keep playing, and you just don't want to stop. I believe this is maybe just some hints here. So we'll just kind of back out of it. There is some tricky parts in it where you have to have some knowledge of Japanese. You don't have to have a huge knowledge. Luckily, the game is quite nice, and it limits most of the stuff to just hiragana and katakana. So even if you can't read everything, you can at least take a look at a dictionary or so and try and figure it out for yourself. There was a Neutopia 2 game as well released on a Hue card here. I'm trying to think where the the dungeon is. Find yourself kind of walking around in circles sometimes if you're not careful. Let's see. Go across the bridge here. I think it's across on this side. And you can get armor upgrades, etc. But it's a terrific game here. And you'll have the same beeping sound if you run out of health, so... Unlike with Zelda here, they'll drop cherries for health, they'll drop bombs, all sorts of good stuff. But essentially it's the same game here. Let's see, what is this one up here? I think this may be another hint. Yeah, another hint here, so... But if by any chance you've never had a chance to play this, and you do own a PC Engine, this is something that is a must to have in your collection. Right about now, the game is getting a bit more expensive. It is quite popular, and it's one that I would recommend trying to pick up before it gets too expensive. Let's see, I think there might be something you get. This is a save point here, so it'll say, do you want to save your password? And you can click yes or no. We'll just click no on it, and we'll go into the dungeon. We'll probably wind up dying in the dungeon anyway, but some secrets here as well. This one, what does this one do? She refills your life, so... And here's our dungeon. Dungeon music, too, is something that really draws you in. I really enjoy the music in here. It's kind of got a smooth, kind of relaxing feel to it, even though it's far from relaxing inside the dungeon, usually. Tons of enemies out there to kill you. Those are your gold up there. Now throughout the dungeon here you get your compass, you can get your map, you have to find the key, you have to find the other extra hidden goodies in here, there's armor, etc. But if you don't have the key you can't go into the boss room. Probably notice that on the start menu over here in the corner you can see crystal and key. But being on a Who card here, this is really nice, as you don't have to have the CD attachment or anything like that. You can just pick this up and play this on any PC Engine system. Where's this one? This one's the key. So, just to avoid all this beeping sound, I should use my my health potion, but maybe I'll just try and hold off just a little bit, at least until we can get to the boss, if possible. Let's see if we can get some health up here somewhere. There we go. Nice. But you have to watch out. As far as angles go, sometimes you can get hit quite easily, and it can be a little bit cheap with the hits if you're not lined up perfectly. Some of these guys you have to kind of stay at a distance or else you'll wind up getting destroyed. Some of them I think take out as many as like 3 hits as of right now. Let's see, is this one armor, maybe? That's a crystal. There is armor in here somewhere. But just that music, everything about the game, just very, very nice. So, this guy here, he will hit you. And I like some of the enemies in here a little bit more even than the Zelda series, to be honest. Just has really, really cool designs to it. I think these guys are pretty awesome. Wow, this is our armor. Good. Woohoo. Well, I think the boss is going to wind up destroying us anyway, so can't remember which boss it is. Alright, woo! Just a few more little life pellets and that'll help out quite a bit. And we still have some bombs as well. Did I go this way? No, not yet. I don't think there's anything in there. Unless there's a hidden room, I can't remember. So this is the prisoner here, and in each one of these dungeons the prisoner will kind of tell you what you need to do to get the medallion. In this particular thing here, he says that you have to blow the right wall up. Now you can't see any cracks in the wall, so this is where you have to have a little bit of Japanese knowledge. And there we go. This one can be quite hard because if you're not perfectly lined up, these guys will destroy you. Worked out quite well. And here's our boss room. Have to clear out all the enemies in order to get into the room. But if you don't have the key, you can't get in there, so. But nonetheless, just want to share with you guys a little bit of a look at what Neutopia looks like here for the PC Engine. And it's a wonderful Zelda game. Zelda clone, if you want to call it that. Here's our boss. Let's see. Okay, just a sec. The wings there, too, that you probably noticed, those are designed to kind of warp you out of the dungeon. There we go. Alright, worked out quite well. And, ta-da! Whoa, why did I put a bomb there? That wasn't good. And we got our first medallion, so. But very awesome game here, and one that I would totally recommend picking up here for the old PC Engine, but that's about all for me for right now. Like always, I'll put up another video here soon, so thanks for watching. You can see there's 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 right in this room here. Now to go to the other dungeon, it takes a bit more time, so what I think I'll do is I'll just roll back and save it, and then call this one a vid here. But thanks again, guys, and we'll see you again here soon.